Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome back to today's explainer. We're hitting day 23 in our source material, and honestly, we are about to bring some serious order to chaos. We're getting into a dedicated introduction to Pandas, which is hands down one of the most powerful tools out there for data analysis. So here's a question for you. How do companies actually analyze huge data sets? I mean, we're talking literally millions of rows and thousands of columns. How on earth do analysts make sense of all that without their laptops or, their brains completely melting down?
Well, the answer is Pandas. It is absolutely the premier tool used for structured data analysis. When your raw information is just totally scattered and seems impossible to read, Pandas swoops in. It takes that giant jumble of text and numbers and transforms it into a rigorous, organized format that's actually ready for real analysis. It's a total game changer.
Here's our roadmap for today. First up, analyzing huge data sets. Second, core Pandas data structures. Third, importing and viewing data. And finally, filtering and practical application. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. Analyzing huge data sets.
Section 2. Core Pandas data structures.
Now, understanding the underlying architecture of Pandas, it's honestly like being handed data superpowers. Let's break it down. You have a series, which represents one-dimensional data. Basically, think of it as just a single isolated column. Then you have the data frame. That's a two-dimensional table containing both rows and columns. And hey, quick pro tip. Our source notes that knowing this specific distinction is a very common interview question, so definitely keep that in your back pocket. Now, what's really interesting about this is how it grounds that abstract concept instantly. Just look at the standard spreadsheet-like format. It's a two-dimensional structure with columns for student ID, name, and grade. Pretty familiar, right? But here is the secret sauce. Every single column inside this data frame is actually just a series stacked side by side. It's kind of like building blocks.
Moving right along, Section 3, Importing and Viewing Data.
So, here's what a standard day-in-the-life lifecycle of data manipulation actually looks like. Step 1. Read files. Pandas effortlessly ingests formats like CSV and Excel. No sweat. Step 2. View data, just so you know exactly what you imported. And Step 3. Filter data. That's where you're zeroing in on the actual signal through all the noise.
Look, when you import a massive data set, you definitely do not want to print a million rows and just completely crash your screen. That's a nightmare. Instead, you use the viewing toolkit. The head function, that gives you a quick visual peek at the first few rows. Then there's the info function, which provides essential metadata, stuff like data types and missing values. And then there's my absolute favorite, the describe function. It instantly calculates summary statistics for your numerical data, literally doing all the heavy math so you don't have to.
Which brings us to Section 4, Filtering and Practical Application.
Now, filtering data relies entirely on conditional selection. Just imagine a massive data set where you only need, say, a very specific subset. Conditional selection acts as this highly precise filter, extracting exactly what you need from all the surrounding noise. It's basically how you ask the data targeted questions to get highly specific answers.
So the crucial point is that theory is great, but mastery really comes from doing. Our source material outlines some awesome practical ways to put this to work. There's a mini project on student dataset analysis, targeted interview questions on series versus data frames, a quick quiz on creating a data frame, and a final assignment where you analyze a raw CSV file.
Listen, if you take away absolutely nothing else from this explainer today, remember this direct quote from the source. Pandas simplifies data analysis. It takes those massive, honestly headache-inducing data sets that analysts struggle with every single day, and it transforms them into manageable, highly structured successes. Which leaves us with one final provocative thought. How will you use Pandas in your next data project or interview? Think about it. You now understand the foundational architecture, you know how to read files, and you've got the viewing toolkit down. You officially have the superpowers now. So, what complex data problem are you going to solve first?